Okay. So we have MATVEI MICHKOV and his arrival. Obviously, very anticipated, very exciting. Something that I don't think either. I wasn't expecting this now. I thought this was going to be like at least 2 more years down the line, probably 2026, something like that. But he's here. He's a flyer. On the ice today, he already tried doing the Michigan, which was great to see. And apparently, Torts was looking at the coaching staff, and everyone was laughing at him, which was funny because obviously, Torts has had the whole thing with Zegras and the Michigan and all that. Michkov will make his debut. His technically his Flyers debut will be tomorrow night, Friday, in the rookie game versus the Rangers at PPL Center at 7:00. I'll just be blunt here, Mike. What's your expectation year one?
Well, it's interesting, I mean, there's certainly excitement, right? So I can equate this probably 2-3 years ago, coming out of COVID, Lucas Raymond, who's a real nice player with the Detroit Red Wings now.
Sure.
And he came over from Sweden and went to the rookie, and it used to be, we'd have a rookie tournament in Traverse City, Michigan. So it'd be Toronto, Dallas, St. Louis, Minnesota, Detroit, and I forget one other team there. Columbus would be there, and they would have these games. And rookie games they're not, wild's not a term to describe them, but they're a little bit hectic. They're a little hectic and they're a little unorganized, and guys are kind of fired up and they're running around, and you have guys. So Lucas Raymond, for example, Michkov, they're playing in older leagues, right, which are a little bit calmer, a little more puck possession, older guys. They don't run kind of crazy, and this will be his first taste, right? So tomorrow you're playing in an unfamiliar building, and then some guys have contracts, some guys are trying to find a contract, some guys are trying to prove their point. Some guys are trying to, you have a bunch of guys who are in this middle and this mud trying to figure their way out. And this is going to be his first experience. And I remember when Lucas Raymond played in ours in Traverse City, he played St. Louis, and they had some older guys, and they were trying to Dakota Joshua, who just signed a nice contract in with Vancouver. He was a little bit on the older side for a rookie tournament, but okay. So, and then he had a couple guys that were maybe like a little more of the tougher persuasion, like to push guys around a little bit more. So you come in with a little bit of fanfare. There's going to be somebody there waiting for you. Like, okay, this isn't, like, oh, I can't wait to get a shot at this guy, right? So they quite frankly roughed up Lucas Raymond pretty good, to the point where the manager was like, "You're not playing again tomorrow. Like, you're not playing. You're not playing again in this game. So." Against we'll call it a groin injury or whatever, but you're down. Like, you have a good chance to make our team, so we're not going to spoil your bid here by getting you murdered out here in the rookie thing. So tomorrow will be super interesting in the fact that it just might be a little bit crazy and a little bit hectic, and not that they're as rough. I mean, I remember playing in my rookie games, and they're again, they finished with 5 guys on the bench. Like, it was. They were gong shows, right? Yeah. Now management can actually see a game a little bit where, they can actually watch a kid play, and he might, but he's going to get his time on the PP. I don't know if they think he can kill penalties or not, but, if the game gets out of hand or starts swinging one way, you probably see his shifts go down, going to maybe not, they'll let the third and fourth, put Sawyer Bolton out there a little bit more, guys like that, and so, it'll be interesting, and so I think tomorrow won't be certainly a fair assessment. I just think it's a little bit chaotic, and might have to worry about keeping his head up a little bit more than anything else, just because guys will be everywhere, and he won't be able to find, like, where's my centerman? I have no idea where my centerman is right now. I don't play with these guys. I don't know how they're playing. I don't, we have no continuity we've had one practice together, probably more individual. So whatever, temper expectations for tomorrow, especially in the rookie game.
Yeah. Right.
Certainly exciting for him to get out there and get going, and I'm sure it'll help fill up the building a little bit more tomorrow in the 𝐿𝐈𝐄𝐿 there too. So.
Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like too, Mike. I think with just his style of play, I really just want to see him on the ice. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to I wasn't there today, but obviously there's videos of it. But I want to actually physically see it. You know what I mean? That's what I just want to see. I'm just like, all right, let me just see this kid on the ice. Like, I'm not expecting him to do much, because I remember last year. I mean, and it goes to what you were saying. Like, we actually interviewed Mateo Mann, who played in last year's rookie game, and he got hurt. He got hit by, I think he got hit or fought Matt Rempe. I can't remember which one it was. And obviously Rempe made a big story this year in the NHL and all that, and like he couldn't play, and that's kind of what you're saying too, is like guys are just going to go out there and try to make a statement, and like it's one of those things where like I really don't want him to get hurt, because the Flyers have never had any luck with injuries, and second, it would suck for it to not even be a preseason game. It's a rookie game. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. I think I'm in that same boat too.
Well, you can't treat them with kid gloves. Like, you got to put them out there, right?
Yeah, that's
so,
right.
Expose them enough, but don't overexpose, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
You got to give him the game, give him the first one so he's fresh.
I was just gonna say,
and then let him watch the second one. There'll be value in him watching the second one too.
Yeah.
Say they don't play him in the second game, and to sit with somebody or sit with somebody in the coaching staff and talk about the game from seeing it up above and get more of an idea. Being out there in a smaller rink, and I used to have more time here. Well, now they're going to be like, hey, see that? You don't have the time anymore. Here's how over here, this is how you gain quiet space. This is how you delay. This is, you're going to see more of this. Defensemen tend to play like this here. You can see it. There's an example. Now you see it right there in front of you. So, you'll probably even see his video. I imagine they'll run through his video the next morning, especially if he's not playing. Like, come in early. We'll talk to you. Let's go through your shifts, and talk about last night. And, for better, for worse, we're going to go through your shifts and talk about it. And then, keep you healthy. And we want you, pat him on the back. Hey, we really want you pushing for a spot in the main camp. So we're not going to play you tonight. We'll tell you why we're not playing you. We're not going to play you. We're going to go through your shifts, talk about it. And we're going to kind of break you in to this a little bit. Take your time with us a little bit, and see more for the NHL games, so it's a little more established and better players are playing, and it's a little calmer and a little more realistic.